okay, for the life of me, I'm trying to figure out how the same company WWE can kick out two drastically different shows. One being SmackDown, the other being Raw. SmackDown, for only being 2 hours, seems to get everybody involved, and it makes everything work. So we have an 8-man tag match. Slater, Rhino, Alpha versus the Ascension and New Music Usos. Okay. All the teams looked pretty good. This is actually the best the Ascension has looked in quite some time. Like, since NXT. Came down to, everyone's getting in their big moves until you're getting ready for the finish. They worked over Gable a lot, working over his injured leg. Finds out of the Usos and Slater. They do the big stiff kick to the side of the leg to kill the sunrise. Same thing they did to Gable. Good. It's building those guys up as legitimate threats. Crazy thing. SmackDown builds heels as legitimate threats. Just throwing that out there. But it's good to merge your whole tag division in one match. Alright. That works. Since we were in Cleveland, the home of The Miz got a really huge segment in this. He got to be in the ring. He got to talk about all his accomplishments, talk about his folks, talk about how awesome he is. Ziggler comes down, and then he's like, you know what? Your career is an embarrassment. You were right up there. And then from that moment, you just collided. Miz on frickin' fire. And then Ziggler was like, you know what? You're right, Miz. And hits one of the most emotional babyface speeches I've heard in a really long time. He more or less accepted. He's like, in his mind, it's like Ambrose was like, you're not there anymore. It's done. Just pack him and go home. He's lost to The Miz 2 big matches in a row. So no mercy or no merci. Miz Ziggler for the title. Ziggler goes, if I can't beat you, I'm done. And Miz's like, well, wait. You say done. Not you appear on Raw, not during NXT, not 30 days. You're done. So Miz Ziggler for the IC title. Title versus career. Crowd going nuts. No one's chanting CM Punk or Randy Savage. Everyone is super invested in The Miz as a dastardly cheating heel that the face cannot overcome. Do we have a legitimate face has to overcome an incredulous heel? And the heel has been dominant up to this point. So the heels are bad guys. And they're really bad guys because they cheat to win, and they win effectively, and they win frequently. And they win big matches. All set up for that moment when the face might be finally triumphant and defeat a heel that actually has some build to them. Why does one show seemingly get it right? If the face is going to overcome a heel, the heel needs to appear to be a threat. Did someone just read Wrestling 101? What? Why is it the other show can't figure this out? Our faces are eternally dominant. Heels might win by hand. Heel trickery and chicanery every now and then. Other show, our heels win. To make the build-up from the babyface is triumphant. They might not be. That makes that moment that much bigger, that's more impactful. I mean, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. A lot of time was spent for Randy Orton hunting Bray Wyatt. And a pseudo-supernatural thriller sort of horror beat to it. I liked the occasional times you'd like creak open a door. And there's Rowan in like the new sheet mask with like the horns. And I was like, it's good. This is good. Did it go a couple segments too long? You added the last segment where Orton finally got to Bray Wyatt, or did he? What it was missing. It's one thing I think it was missing. When he's like, where are you, Randy? Where's the Predator, Randy? He's got a mask on. He should have lifted up and said, I'm here, and then attacked him. Had he thrown just that one little tidbit of a Bray Wyatt promo. And it was a mind game bit. I liked it. I thought it worked well. It did lead to one of the dumbest Otunga-isms. Just playing mind games. That's the best way to get into his head, or the fastest way to get into his head. If you want to get into someone's head, you play mind games. It's not like, how do you get into his head? Or break his leg. No, then you crippled him. Yeah. Why would you just play mind games to get into his head? That's why you play mind games. You are a Harvard-educated lawyer, and you made one of the most Captain Obvious obviousnesses. Just saying. But building up the women's division. We did a rematch of last week's tag match, where it was Naomi and Nikki, who did the little insert vignette, which was good, against Carmella and Natalya, who also did an insert vignette, which was good, because their heels act like heels and appear to be dominant, and will take shortcuts, and will use cheap heel tactics in a tag match to put the faces on the defensive. Babyface comebacks, how they stuff them. They stuff them with cheating and heel tag. And it's like, this is the KISS method. This is the keep it simple, stupid. Who do you cheer? You cheer these people. Who do you boo? You boo these people. The crowd doesn't go into business for themselves because they know these are the bad people. It's genius the fact that it's so simple. And it makes the buy-in easy. Our bad guys are bad guys. They're good guys. Dang it, they're really good. Black and white. There's where Raw's like, everybody gray. Everybody gray. And on Big Cat's eye face. They cheat. New Year, other faces. Do they cheat? How's Cesaro beat Sheamus? Do you cheat? Fun road cheat. He's a good guy, right? Kinda. We're trying to show everyone's got enough character for them they can do whatever they want to do. Do you love the characters? No. Oh. Everyone's just tweener with no rationale as to why they flip-flop. Oh. What's SmackDown doing? Oh. Clear difference between face and heel. Here's the good guy. You cheer the good guy. Here's the bad guy. You boo the bad guy. Because the bad guy has got very little redeeming qualities. Bad guy, bad guy. But nice solid match. Carmella, he gets like a quick roll-up victory on Nikki. So technically she's beaten Nikki like twice. Both times with like the random, ooh, overconfident. Or you just blasted the tie in the face with a Bella hammer. Quick roll up, 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. Did the heels win another match? You mean SmackDown is pretty much heels winning matches and looking triumphant? Do the heels win pay-per-views? Sometimes. But ultimately the face will be triumphant. And it'll be glorious. I won't give in. I won't give in until I'm victorious. Becky Lynch is coming down to the ring. To face who? We don't know because her steam goes off. And then Alexa Bliss beats the daylights up, slamming her head off the stage. And it's like, you don't deserve it. This is my title. And I was like, seriously, like, the babyface champion was like, yeah, I finally did it. You deserve this title. Wow. I know that like half of SmackDown women's matches have been brought upon by woman attacks other women from behind. Have they gone to the well kind of often? Yeah, but they don't do it every week. It's like once a month occurrence. But it also shows that, you know what? I'm the heel, but I want you to be from behind. Instead of Raw, where it's like, oh, you're the heel, you're from behind, but I'm the face. I'm going to pound you down, and then you're going to leave the ring on your hands and knees to beat you with the chair you brought in. And then, of course, we get AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose with John Cena on commentary. AJ Styles, John Cena, good. Everyone wants to see that match. John Cena, Dean Ambrose, also a good match. All those guys together, it's going to be a phenomenal match. Pun intended. So, AJ, Dean Ambrose, really good. Really, really good. I like Ambrose's style. I like the way he's taking on somebody who's who's above his level. He'll throw in additional moves that seemingly come out of nowhere to push the lunatic side. Good. Random cloverleaf. Okay. With John on commentary about like, you know, Ambrose has got one leg, just keep on fighting. He's like, he will fight hard and fast, and that's his greatest and greatest weakness. He's like, he will fight until he drops. The problem is he'll fight till he drops. So John hard selling these two guys as equals, and they both had victories over him. JBL was like, you know, you lost. And he's like, well, look at the record books. Who's beat me twice? And it's like, AJ beat you twice? Just saying. And I was like, and then there's Batista, Orton, Edge. Probably Lesnar. Maybe Taker. Punk. It's a short list. Probably Angle, maybe Benoit, maybe Guerrero. But yeah, it's a short list of people who've beaten him twice, especially in his more recent incarnation. So AJ, while on the outside the ring, hits John Cena. John tries to get involved in the match. Ambrose has got a roll up. Ref, not in position. Ref, 1, 2, kick out. Ambrose, who saw John Cena on the apron, goes into John's face, hits John. Goes back in the ring, saying, stay out of my match, John! Roll up by AJ, 1, 2, 3. Now since Cena's in the ring, Cena and Ambrose are jaw-jacking. Ambrose eats an AA. AJ sneaks in, AJ eats an AA. John Cena holding the title over his head. Crowd is not incessantly booing it. They did it. I'm a huge Ric Flair fan, and I'm partially excited to see if they're going to make John a 16-time champion. It's... wow. How'd they do that? Seriously. How did they do that on that show? On the B show. The B show that has always been solid.